Yes, sir. It's been a fantastic schoolboy rugby season thus far. Welcome to your Youth Sport Report on your Feel Good Breakfast show. And the world's eyes and attention might firmly be fixated on the World Cup right now, but that hasn't stopped our schoolboys from delivering the hits out in the rugby fields all across the country. Let's take a brief snapshot of some of the results coming out of this weekend's biggest matchups. Let's kick it off in the Western Cape, where Bishops continued their dominance over the southern suburbs with a famous 52-14 victory over neighbours Rondebosch, whilst Paarl hung on to defeat Boland Landbou by a slender 25 points to 23. And in the Eastern Cape, Selborne's College 2014 side cemented their status as the best side in the border with a 28-7 routing of arch rivals Dale College of King Williamstown. Then in KwaZulu-Natal, Westville and Maritzburg College played out to a rather entertaining 11-all draw, whilst up in the north, Pretoria boys hammered St. Stidians 49-12, and St. David's also held on for a famous victory against St. John's. But in the matchups of the weekend, it was the annual derby between Glenwood and Kearsney College this past weekend, with the Big Green Machine looking to win against their rivals for the first time in 3 years now. And it didn't look like that would be the case in the opening exchanges, as Kearsney looked to put the home side under some serious pressure. But Glenwood would reply in the most audacious fashion by punishing any mistake conceded by the Kearsney boys to run in 12 tries on the day. Unbelievable. The boys in green would end up defeating their visitors by a staggering 86-13 in a match that I think is going to go down in the annals of history for Glenwood in its clinical nature in their attack and deadly outcome. Brilliant stuff there from the boys from Glenwood. Then, of course, one dominant headline, not the best news for South Africa. The Baby Boks and England contested the Junior World Championship final on Sunday, with the European side coming out on top to defend the crown they won in France just last year. South Africa would be the first team to cross the try line when exciting outside centre Jesse Kriel, certainly a name to watch in the future, managed to pick up a deft chip from Andre Pollard and run through for his opening try of the final. The Baby Boks would be made to rue some defensive errors as Nathan Earl went over in the corner to put the match back in the hands of the defending champs. And then England's Joel Conlon would be the next player to score a try after giving the South Africans a taste of their own medicine and crashing over after a well-worked rolling maul. Jesse Kriel would grab the final try of the tournament, taking the score to 21-20 in a nail-biter in favour of the English. And despite a late flurry from the Baby Boks, the defending champs managed to hold out for a very famous victory. But we've got to send kudos to Andre Pollard, who was an incredible captain, and the likes of Jesse Kriel. That entire team did us proud. We look forward to welcoming you back to South African soil. That's a wrap of your youth sport. We'll get into some World Cup highlights in just a moment. But right now, if you're looking for a trip back to a prehistoric past, we're going to get an unbelievable snapshot. Take a look at this.